Yapping.
Hello, this is Erica.
And Edgar.
And we are the Yapping Schnauzers. We entertain you with yap-worthy stories we find around the web. Today's theme is petty chaos. Am I the asshole? Boyfriend peed the bed and is mad at me for my response. My boyfriend, 27 male, and I, female 23, just moved into a new house and bought a new mattress. Last night I woke up to a wet feeling under my arm and hand. My boyfriend was already up and in the bathroom. When he came back, I asked him if he spilled something in the bed or knew why it was wet. He told me that he thinks he peed the bed. I asked him again and said, "Wait, are you serious?" And he said, "I think I peed in my dreams and peed in real life." We are... Didn't you say that you had a dream that you were peeing?
Yeah, and luckily I did not pee the bed. But yeah, it's always... You're playing a dangerous game when you're peeing in your dreams.
Yeah, I think it's an automatic response to get up and go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We are both half awake at this point, and I'm just surprised that he actually did wet the bed. I asked him to go grab some stuff to clean it up, and he told me that it was fine. I asked him what he meant by that, and he grabbed a towel, laid it on the wet spot, and got back into the bed to go to sleep. I put the covers off him and told him that he needs to go grab stuff to clean it up, because I don't want it to get stained, and it's a new mattress, and we don't have a mattress cover for it yet. He told me that it was fine, that I'm overreacting. That statement naturally pissed me off, and I told him I'm not going to sleep. And he's pissed, and that's not fair to me. He told me he'd clean it in the morning, that's not a big deal, and it doesn't warrant the reaction I have. That was not the solution I wanted, so I took all the sheets off the bed, threw them at him, and told him to sleep on the couch. It was very irritating hearing him tell me that I'm overreacting because I asked him to clean up his pee in the bed we both sleep in. Then he knocked on the door 10 minutes later asking for a new blanket because the one I gave him smelled like pee. So am I the asshole for overreacting to my boyfriend not cleaning up the pee in the bed right away?
No, that's like not an overreaction. Like, I just find it like wrong that the boyfriend wanted to just like stay in his pee all night just because he's tired. I feel like just like the stickiness and just like the grossness of it would make me want to just wake up and clean it.
No, I think she handled this as a champ. Like, honestly, I would be pissed. I would not have handled it this well. So I think she was a champ for saying, you know, she was half asleep. She thought he was joking because he's never done that before. And she said, okay, you know, let's just clean it up. You know, you go wash it. He didn't want to. It's just disgusting. Imagine you marinating the whole night, 8-9 hours, like with your pee under you. It's disgusting.
I can't imagine. Like, you're gonna get like pimples and like rashes from that.
Yeah, that's no.
And it's like gonna smell up the room too.
Yeah, no, and a stain. And even to remove that of the mattress or the blankets, you have to use special like cleaning stuff. It's just not soap and water.
Yeah, I think the worst thing that it happened like in a fresh new mattress that you like probably bought. It was like thousands of dollars, and like mattresses, you can't like just fit it in the laundry.
I know, I would be so pissed too. Well, you have the special tools where you go like, you know, we're talking about those vacuums that you just go like it's like liquid in water, and you go like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but how often do you have that like next to you?
Yeah, I mean they're pretty expensive, so yeah. I mean, the mattress that we got is pretty expensive, so I would be really pissed.
Luckily, none of the dogs and I have like eaten it.
No, the dogs are such good girls. There's a small update, but I'm not really gonna read it because it's really void. So the only thing is that he did apologize and got her flowers and her favorite ice cream, and just say, you know, I should have cleaned it right away. It was, you know, disrespectful for me to be like, you're overreacting. So I thought he was, he did good after just saying sorry after that. Cause
I mean, considering that he was tired, it's probably just like his blunt reaction, like, oh, I'm just way too tired to deal with this. Like when he woke up, he probably had like a lot more clarity. So it does show that it's like not really all his fault that he wanted to sleep in the pee.
Well, he didn't go to. Oh yeah, he did sleep and then he peed. Yeah. Well, still like. You know, but there's no reason for him to saying you're overreacting. It clearly was not an overreaction. It was just disgusting.
Yeah, it's not a reaction, but also he probably was not like conscious enough to like think it through, like what he's saying during that time.
Yeah, but he could have done better.
Okay, so final reaction. Well,
Final verdict, I would say that she's not the asshole. I think like I said, she was a champ. She didn't scream at him, yell at him. She was just annoyed.
Yeah, she handled it as best as she could, and he handled it better.
Afterwards.
Afterwards, after the fact. So the next story is titled, "A little girl stole my $700 fishing pole and broke it. I'm a female, age 18, and I love fishing. It's a simple fact. I go whenever I can and have pretty expensive equipment. Yesterday, I was fishing at a pond in my local park where there are a ton of fish, and I was catching a ton, and it was going good. I was using my second pole that has my Lauro for base. My expensive pole was sitting on my camping chair that I always bring, and I look over at my chair and it's gone. I'm panicking and running around the pond to see if anyone had it. All of a sudden, I see a little girl, about 11 years old, holding it. She had cast it and was reeling it in, and I wanted to make sure it was mine, so I waited until I could see the Lauro. Sure enough, when she pulled it out the water, it was my... Oh, it's lure. Okay, she just found it weird.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, okay, so every time I said Lao, it's lure. But yeah, so my lure, my pole, and my property was what I saw. I come up to the little girl and say, "Nice pole, where did you get it?" And with the most blinking expression, she looks up at me and says, "I found it." And well, I said, "It's mine, so can I have it back?" And it was really expensive. And then she replies, "No, I found it. It's mine, so if you don't give it back to me, I'm going to have to take it." And she looks up at me and just so angrily stabs the lip of the pole into the ground and with her force snaps it in half. I can't believe what I saw, and I picked it up and started yelling at her. A lady came over running and started screaming at me and asked me why I'm yelling at her daughter, and I explained to her what happened with the most annoyed face and tone. She found it, so it's hers. I told the lady I would call the police if she didn't give me the money for the pole. She said she wouldn't because it was now her daughter's pole. I called the police and they took her and her daughter in, and I am filing reports right now and trying to sue her for the $700. I know I might sound ridiculous, but I am pissed.
I think it's so ridiculous.
I think the crazy part, like the how old was the little kid? Like 11-year-old? The 11-year-old and the mom had the same mentality.
I mean, when you're 11, you're not a kid anymore. I'm sorry. You understand what you're not supposed to be touching, what, a stranger things you shouldn't be grabbing. Like, you know what I mean? You're not that young. Mm-hmm. You should know what's right and wrong. I think it's ridiculous. I hope she gets her money back. Mm-hmm. Or some type of compensation, because ridiculously $700 down the drain over a little kid touching your stuff.
I know, like it could have just been like a playful thing, but then the mom gotta like make it even worse.
Yeah, saying, "Oh, she found it; it's hers." Really? She did not find it. She took it.
Exactly. She just wanna. I don't know. There's just something not connecting up there for the mom.
No.
And now
terrible parenting.
The mom and the daughter, like the 11-year-old daughter, are going to jail probably.
I doubt it. I doubt they'll go to jail, but they should get fined for something.
At least a fine. That's like destruction of property and like potentially stealing. I mean, it's up to OP, like how pissed she is.
How she wants to go with it,
Yeah, because usually they let you press charges or don't press charges, where it looks like she's intending to press charges.
Well, yeah, the entitlement was insane there.
Mm-hmm.
So the top comment is, "Not the asshole. She stole and broke something that wasn't hers, and her adult defended it. What does she think is going to happen with this kid in the future?"
And you gotta nip it at the butt. And as an 11-year-old, just like punish her now. That way, hopefully she'll get the lesson that you're not supposed to steal.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to be touching something that's not yours. Simple as that. Respect others' privacy or things, and that's it.
I know, right? I just don't get like how that could happen. Like how so many things could go wrong so quickly. Yeah,
and it's scary. Like, what if she, God forbid, sees a weapon or something? And she's like, "Oh, well, now it's mine because I found it." Yeah. Like, it's not something.
Or if OP wasn't nice. What if she was like a violent person? OP.
Oh,
Like it could
that's
have been
true.
a lot more worse for the little kid.
Yeah. I mean, thank goodness that this time they found a decent human being or somebody at least that was not going to hurt him for doing something like that. Because people take it like fishing seriously.
Yeah, like I love fishing, and I mean,
You
I
just
would.
started a hobby.
Yes, it's my new hobby, my new obsession, and I love it already. But I don't think I would spend that much money on a fishing rod. I don't see the point too much, but I can get like equipment for a bunch of hobbies that you have, like whether it's like fishing or like music. It can get very expensive. So and like it's something that you have pride in and you have ownership of. But yeah. Oh, right now, Erica and I are just looking at Cabela's for $700, $800 fishing
Fishing pole.
rods, and
Yeah.
I'm good with my $35 fishing rod from Walmart.
Yeah, there's no way. That's
I,
insane.
I feel like I'm getting good mileage with it, but I guess the $700, $800 fishing rods are for like more advanced, more heavier fishes.
Yeah, I mean, a shark or something.
Mm. They know a lot more than I do about these things, but it looks cool, I guess. It looks like an actual fishing rod.
Yeah, it looks advanced.
Look at that.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
I hope I get sponsored by Cabela's. I want to show them my 8-inch 8-inch fishes.
Well, you got a 10-inch one the other day.
Hey.
Yeah, you were really happy for that one.
I was, yeah. It was a fighter. But yeah, back to the story. But yeah, so mother and daughter go to jail, directly to jail. Do not pass go.
I would just say she's not the asshole for reacting the way she did. I hope she gets justice somehow or she gets some money in return. Because $700 is crazy.
Yeah, $700 is like, that's a lot. I mean, it's not grand larceny technically, but still, it's almost there.
I mean, yeah.
You're heading towards there.
Yeah, definitely. So the next story is coworker told a customer no in my favorite way. In the aughties, which means in the decade of the 2000s, I worked in a call center doing tech support. Our jobs ended up getting outsourced, so I got laid off. A few weeks later, the company called and asked if I wanted to work on a new contract at the call center. I was desperate for a job, so I went back. The contract was doing warranty customer service for a major car manufacturer. Once training started, I realized quickly how much it would suck. My previous job was to fix the caller's problem, something I enjoyed. With that warranty stuff, the caller was the problem, and my job was to find any way to tell them no. I was paired up with the battle-hardened older woman for a few hours to listen and learn. She was an old hat at it, and I got to witness her power. A guy called in and she had to look at his call history. She muted him and showed how this man had called in for stuff many times over the years, despite his truck being long out of warranty. He has somehow begged, whined, complained, and screamed his way into free repairs multiple times. None of it should have been covered, but people just did it to get him off the phone. She unmuted him and let him go into his spiel. She told him 3 times that she could not help him, and he started getting wound up. Finally, she gave a big sigh and said words I'll never forget. Sir, there comes a time in every man's life when he must stand on his own 2 feet. To take full responsibility for himself, today, sir, is your day. She said that as if we were giving a pep talk to a team before a big game. After some silence, he simply said, okay, and hung up. She made some notes and told me he'll probably call back and get some softy, and went on a smoke break. I didn't last a month at it. It was too soul-crushing for me. I often wish I could channel that woman's energy and tell someone to F off in such a well-worded way. Isn't that crazy?
That's pretty crazy.
I mean,
that sounds like a dream job, just saying no to people all day.
No, it's so draining, dude. Customer service, any customer service job, I think, regardless of depending on if you help them or, whatever it is that you do, but you work with customers, there are days where it's like draining. And working face to face or smiling all the time or, it takes a toll eventually.
It's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it.
You're so funny. I mean, I enjoy working with people for the most part, but it does get draining at times.
I kind of rather work alone most of the time. Like I work in teams, like big and small, and I prefer more like working alone.
I work fine with both people. It's just sometimes you need to recharge, you know? Like if you're like, I could be social if I want to, but then I need to like be left alone for a little bit to recharge.
Yeah, people are pretty draining.
Yeah. So the top comment is, I felt the weight of that there comes a time. But yeah, I mean, she's definitely handled it, which can tell that she had years of experience the right way. But, you know, a lot of customers like to yell and scream and hype up, and I'm going to call your boss. I'm going to call your boss's boss, and, you know, make up a huge deal because they want to get something. The fact that he's doing it for years and he's gotten away with it, it's crazy to me.
It's like a little secret cheat code for him.
I guess.
Repairs. I mean, repairs are like, depending on the kind of repairs he needs, could be like thousands. So it's probably saving a good amount of money.
Yeah, definitely.
So final verdict?
I would say, but I don't think this one is an asshole one, but I think it's to have a confidence of that woman and tell him off.
Yeah, have the wisdom.
Yeah, the years of experience. Yeah.
Someday we'll be like that. The next story is titled, Accidentally Sent a Voicemail of Me Peeing to My Coworker. Mortified. Basically titled, I had finished calling someone, slipped my phone into my back pocket, and went to the bathroom. Peed, flushed, washed my hands, and as I was leaving the bathroom, I grabbed my phone to check my notifications and noticed I had been recording a 2-minute-long voicemail to my coworker. So basically, now she has a recording me peeing, and I farted, bro. And and farted. I've never been so humiliated. I quickly sent her a text saying, haha, sorry, I butt dialed you. Disregard that voicemail. It was accidental. And I'm praying she doesn't listen to it. Genuinely, this is the worst moment of my life. So yeah, her life is definitely over. She should just go off grid, never come back, change her name, fake her death. Like, there's no coming back from that, TBH.
That's so embarrassing. Oh my god. And then it depends on which coworker. Like, for example, if that happened to one, I wouldn't tell anybody. I would feel bad for that person. But then you have other people like, oh my god, let me show you what somebody sent me. And then spreads it everywhere.
The thing is, there's more people like that, like the latter.
I know.
And not.
No.
Especially like the bigger the office, like more gets around. And at the very least, now they have like kind of like a, not blackmail, but they have something over OP.
I mean, damn, you really think the worst of people.
This is how it is.
I like to think the best people, but, not always.
The thing about being in a rat race, even if you win, you're still a rat.
I can't with you. Oh my gosh. The top comment is LOL. She will listen to it. Wouldn't you?
I would. Who would listen to it?
I once listened to a 15-minute butt dial dope deal, and I was the guy's PO, so it could be worse.
I don't know. If someone sent me an accidental voicemail, I mean, I don't even listen to most voicemails that get sent to me, TBH. So
my mom sends me voicemails by accident, and then sometimes I go to the beginning, and then I go to the end, and I hear anything. I fast forward it because it's boring, but you hear it talking or shuffling around.
It's funny.
Butt dials.
Literally butt dials.
It's cute.
But yeah, I think it says a lot about society, how the top comment was like, everyone will listen to it.
Well, it's true though, because you want to why he left me this long voicemail or why he called me.
I'm not that curious. I'd be like, okay, they obviously butt dialed me, or I'm not listening. I'm not listening to all of that.
Because you know how in the voicemails they actually give you a transcript of what it actually says. So I wonder what type of transcript it would even give. I don't think it would say anything.
Explosion.
That would be actually
a nuke went
interesting.
off.
So, yeah, I don't know. And maybe ... or something, but
Followed by a waterfall. Set those dreams.
yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting, but yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
But yeah, poor OP.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't, become the ridicule of the whole office.
I feel like he is TBH.
Oh, I hope not.
It's over for him.
Well,
he
it also
already
depends.
was before the incident, TBH, if you had to be honest.
You don't know that.
I can feel it.
I don't know.
They're
hope not. Oh my gosh. I hope not. It also depends on the coworkers too. Like, yeah. So.
Yes, I find it ready. What we do just with you.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what I would do. You can't really do anything at this point. You gotta just let it happen.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be like, oh, let me see your phone to the person and then I'm just gonna see something real quick and then delete it. Like, it's weird. And then the person will be like, what? Why? And then also, if you delete it, there's undeleted messages that you have on your phone as well.
Are they deleted forever? Or?
No. So once you delete it first, it goes into this folder of deleted voicemails. And then you need your face or password or whatever to go into that one.
That's
to
crazy.
Delete it again.
That seems like a waste.
So yeah, I mean, even he deletes it, he's screwed because then she'll probably go to her deleted voicemails and be like, "Why he delete it?" And then
go ahead
and then listen to it. So yeah, there's just no
as I said,
no winning.
You had to figure it out.
What? I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, it's pretty
Maybe
bad.
new job. Oh my
Rumors
gosh.
travel fast between companies too.
All right. So next story is, so I accidentally started a neighborhood feud and I'm too embarrassed to fix it. 3 weeks ago, I was walking my dog when my neighbor's sprinkler hit me. I was having a bad day, so I murmured something about them watering the sidewalk more than their lawn. The lady next door heard me, and apparently she's had issues with the sprinkler for months. She thought I was on her side and marched over there to confront them about it. Now the entire block has picked sides. One family thinks I started some campaign against them. The other neighbor keeps thanking me for backing her up in the war with them. People have stopped talking to me because they're friends with one side or the other. The crazy part is the sprinkler was fixed a week ago. But now they're leaving passive-aggressive notes on each other's cars and parking to block each other's views. I just wanted to walk my dog in peace. Now I'm scared to leave my house because I might make it worse. How do you tell an entire neighborhood that you accidentally started a feud over getting slightly damp?
Alright, Pete. Imagine every single person in your neighborhood is that nosy.
Oh my god. I know. He literally murdered under his breath and she came out and said,
I told you so, I told you.
She was waiting for that one moment of somebody else having trouble with the sprinklers. Oh my gosh.
I would just immediately move. Like, that's just too much.
I wouldn't move, but like, it's just, oh my god, you gotta deal with that.
I have too much to deal with.
Yeah, okay, it's gonna be easy to move, like, move everything, go somewhere else for... What if you go and move somewhere else and they're worse neighbors? Like,
I can move where there's no neighbors. I used to check back in the day, like, cheap little shacks that you can buy in, like, New Hampshire, Vermont, rural Maine, and Massachusetts, and they're like $10,000 to $40,000.
And you're just gonna live in a shack in a shed?
Yeah, basically a shed.
That's crazy. No, I cannot. Where are you gonna pee? In the woods?
That's everything. It's like a studio.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Would you live there?
No, absolutely not.
I feel like I would get one of those as like a
man cave.
Man cave as well. It's gonna look like abandoned, but it's gonna be booby trapped. But when you manage to get through the booby traps, because you'd be agile like me, there's gonna be like lots of games. My entire computer set, so I can code, and pictures of beans.
That sounds okay. You could tell who the favorite dog is here for him. I love all my dogs equally.
I love them too.
No, you don't. You love Beans more. I love all my dogs equally. At least I try to, because they all deserve the love.
But back to it. Back to the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just move somewhere very desolate.
I don't think it's worth moving. I would just, let the rumors die down or the feud die down, and that's it. All right, so the top comment is, honestly though, just blame it on bad vibes from that day and say you weren't talking about anyone. People love dramatic apology followed by free cookies, trust me. Suburban diplomacy runs on baked goods.
I mean, given like how immature the entire neighborhood is, this probably would work.
Hopefully. Oh my gosh. I mean, the fact that he just wanted to walk his dog in peace and he was just trying to not get soaked. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's getting pretty fast. But that's the final verdict on the story.
I would say, I mean, it's not really Emma the Asshole story, but I would say he didn't do anything wrong. He was just stuck in the middle of a war and ended up choosing a side without even really consenting.
Yeah. Poor OP and dead dog.
I know. All right. That's all the stories we have today. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode. Check out our website, www.yappings.com, and join our mail list for updates. If you love our podcast and want to support us, subscribe and share to your friends and family. We would appreciate it so much.
Also, we have a Facebook group called AITA-Relationship and Family Drama, linked in the description. Join so you can share Am I the Asshole posts you like, or share your own stories for us all to judge. We may even read a few posts in one of our episodes, if you're lucky.
Thank you. Bye.